Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me, so let's get into it. Kazuha. Kazuha has wanted to marry you for a while, but it took an extremely long time for him to feel bold enough to say it out loud to you, to say what he's really feeling. But it all happened during Lantern Rite. He got on his knees all of a sudden after you two set off your lanterns and held up a ring to you, telling you he wants to be by your side for as long as you let him be, and that you will be so happy if you let him be your husband. To which you're just overjoyed with, and of course, you agree. After all, who in their right head would reject Kazuha? I don't think anyone would. At least, not anyone who was in love with him, just as you were. Albedo. Now, Albedo would have the most surprising proposal. But it's kind of sweet, too. It's after a long day of work that you come home and find the candles lit up and find warm food on the table, and Albedo looking at you like he was looking at the moon with so much love and adoration. And in just a few moments, he had went over to your side, wrapped his arms around you, and pulled you close to him, kissing you softly. And then he whispered the words softly in your ear. "Mayan, would you want to marry me?" he said. And honestly, in that moment, you had simply lost it. Marriage? He wants to marry you? Oh, you were over the moon. He would want this more than anything else in the world. And of course, he was more than happy to see that you accepted. He was very nervous, but he's just glad that everything worked out just fine. Venti. Now, Venti would be extremely nervous about this, because he doesn't know how to propose. But he would really love for this to happen, and that's why he was doing his absolute best here. He couldn't just ruin this. And he wanted to do his absolute best, so this moment would be memorable for you. He wouldn't ruin it. And that's why, in a moment, he tried to make everything ready, making the weather perfect. And he also got you a gift. Venti did not have much more with him, but he tried his absolute best to save up from singing outside on the streets, and got you a silver ring. It wasn't the best, perhaps not the most expensive thing on the market, but it was a sign of his love. And even seeing it from him, and witnessing the hard work, the flowers he had gathered around you, it made you cry as you leapt into his arms, nodding into his shirt before you could even say the words. "I love you," he said, and he mouthed it right back at you. Scaramouche. Scaramouche would find this quite nerve-wracking for him. He does not know how to propose, he doesn't know how to do this, and many other things. And especially, he has zero idea whether or not you would actually agree to this, whether or not you would want him by your side. He wasn't perfect. In fact, he had way too many flaws for anyone to deal with, even someone as kind as you are. He just didn't think you should have to deal with someone like him. However, you would always surprise him with your responses and your love, because this was kind of simple, the way he did it. He held your hands, got on his knees, and confessed his love to you in the most gentle and simple of words, laying out all his true feelings bare, and being vulnerable with you. And as you cupped his face in your hands, you leaned in for a soft kiss. Your eyes, and the pure love in the kiss you shared, telling him everything he needs to know. Tighnari would find this a little bit exciting, as nervous as it makes him be, but he would want to do this for you. So he would go on an extravagant date booking an entire restaurant, and making sure that it will be equipped to handle what he was about to do. He would buy you a special pretty dress, and he would have someone make you cake there, and as soon as the moment calls for it, he would tell the waiters to bring the cake to you, and out of his pocket, he would get out a ring. It was an ancient one that he found being sold a while ago, and it caught his attention. It is said to have been worn by one of the gods, and because it's so special, he only thinks that you are worthy of wearing it next, and he's been saving it for this moment for a month on end. So when he hears your acceptance, he's more than happy, and for a good reason too. Xiao? Now Xiao's an absolute sweetheart, but he would have zero idea on how to go about this. And Charlie only gives a simple piece of advice, telling him to go with his heart and what it tells him, and to do something simple as long as it lays out his feelings. Xiao ends up getting you your favorite flower and taking you to the most romantic place in Liyue, and there he would wrap his arms around you gently as he pulled you close, telling you his true feelings and how much he would want to spend the rest of his time with you, to wake up to you and love you, but as your husband. And your reaction is worth 1,000 pictures. And Xiao really wished he had a camera then, because your smile, it was truly brighter than the sun. Child would somehow know how to prepare the perfect proposal, a diamond ring, an extravagant place, and most of all, he'd be wearing formal clothes as well, and he would have a whole poem and a speech dedicated on how much he loves you, telling you how beautiful you are, how you make him get up in the morning, how your smile eases away all his worries and sadness, and how much he wants to have family with you. Hearing all that from him honestly makes you want to cry, but you would immediately wipe your tears away, kissing your eyelids softly as he tells you that you can take your time to respond. Immediately, though, you would shake your head as you kiss him, telling him that he's an idiot, and that of course you agree.